Hi there, so today we are making some envelopes for the cards that we made previously, and we are going to make the envelopes using some paper, a pair of scissors, a ruler, a cutter, glue, and a pencil. So no fancy punch board, nothing. So let's get right to it. So for any card, you need to take your card, take your paper, and I'm going to show you how to do this in 3 ways. One of the ways that I'm going to show right now, we'd already done it in the video where we made the cards, but I'm just going to repeat that again quickly. So you need to place your card about 2 inches from the top of the paper, and then leave about half an inch on both sides, and fold the paper down. Then you need to fold this paper up. Make sure the card is straight inside. Fold it up. Sit down, and we will bring this piece back like this. So you can see a little bit of the card on top. That's what we want, because that will get covered by the flap that we're creating here. And then you press that down. So we're going to remove this long section and this wide section here. I'll remove these and then I'll be back. So now we have this piece ready. Place the card back into the groove here, and then we'll fold in the sides. We'll fold in from this side. We can leave a little bit of space here so that the card can move in and out without getting stuck. Just push this back a little bit more. So you'll get a narrower strip on the side, which is fine. And then making sure we don't push the card out of that line, we need to bring this down to create the top flap. And now, once we have this, we have to remove the 2 small rectangles at the ends here and the 2 large rectangles at the bottom flap, or beside the bottom flap. So I'll remove those and I'll be back. And so I've cut the sections, and I've also angle cut the flaps here so that they can close easily. And now you need to bring them together. So as you can see here, we've got a little bit of excess paper. I'm going to cut that out. And this is how we're going to close the envelope. So I'm going to close the bottom flap on the 2 side flaps. So I'm going to put the glue down and close the envelope and be with you. So the next envelope that we are making is the one that has the flaps on the side like this. And we can make that out of a rectangle piece of paper as well. What we need to do is from the corner where the long side and the short side meet, we place the card here and leave about half an inch of distance, or 1 finger width distance on both sides. Make sure we have the same distance, or approximately the same distance at the bottom of the card as well. And then take your ruler and mark a line here and we should be able to see that there's a triangle forming. It won't possibly be a very symmetrical triangle, but it should be there. And then we can cut it out. Once you've cut it out, we can start forming the envelope. Bring in the two flaps on this side. So the flaps won't meet at the center, which is fine. Just press down on the sides and then bring down the top flap. And then bring up the bottom flap. So as I said before, it will not create symmetrical triangles, it's going to create asymmetrical triangles. So this is a slightly different envelope that you'll be creating. So if you don't prefer this, then it is better to take a square piece of paper and work with that. And for that you would need a guide, envelope making guide, which tells you for what size of card, what size of square paper you need to take. For me, I'm going to go with this one. So what we need to do after this is the same as we had done the other envelopes that we had created. You need to cut out the triangles at the meeting point of it. We can, as we have done with a tiny triangle, a tiny envelope, sorry, we can round off the edges here as well. Just need to take the paper and just remove the sharp edges. Just lightly remove the sharp edges. We can also just use the scissors to create a nice curve there. Okay. Just the point there, and we're just trying to remove that point so that it doesn't look so sharp. You can do that on the other side as well. Bring up the flaps and close it. If there's any glue on the other side of the envelope, you just make sure that to take it off, because otherwise the card will get stuck in there. And slide your card inside. And so we have another envelope ready. If there's any piece that is overhanging or excess, just gently cut it out. And that's the next envelope ready. So moving on to the third envelope. The third type of envelope is a rather simple one. We're actually going to create a envelope that closes like this. So I'm going to take the side which allows me to create an overlap in the center. So this is more like a paper bag type of envelope. But this is the simplest, I think, of all the envelopes to make. It doesn't have too many folds or anything. So what we do is, you put the card here, bring over one side and close it on top, and make sure there is about an inch or more at the top and the bottom. Bring it in, bring this in, and making sure the paper overlaps, just fold it back. And we will cut off this section. And now with the remaining, just press down the edges. We need the card back in there because we need to mark where the flaps will come in. And if you can see, I always leave a little bit of space between, you do need to leave a little bit of space between the fold and the card so that the card can move in and out easily. And now you can see the card here. This is the top, bottom. What we'll do is we'll fold the flap over. And we'll do the same thing at the bottom. We'll feel just need to feel where the card is and then fold it over. Yeah. And we need to do a little bit of cutting and sticking. So it makes it easier if this is stuck down. So I'm going to stick the flap down. Just need to place a line of glue there. What we need to do is we need to release this tab here. So up until the fold line. Once we've done that, we can cut off these two folds. Take that one, cut it off, making sure we don't cut off any other pieces of paper. That's a bottom fold. And we have to do the same thing for the top fold as well. And then what we do is we need to angle cut here and angle cut here and do the same for the other flap as well. I'm seeing now I see that this is the larger flap, so I might make this the bottom and this the top of the envelope. So we need to put the glue at the bottom flap. Make sure we get the glue good into the corners so that the card doesn't open. Sorry, the envelope doesn't open. Okay. Close it. And now we can take our card and slide it in. And so we have, I'm going to just clear this off. And so we have our envelopes here. This is the one that we had made in the previous video. So these are the envelopes that we made with the small tabs coming in from the sides. This is our card that we made, envelope that we made from a rectangular piece of A4 or paper. It's an asymmetrical envelope. And this is our regular, I think this is one of the easiest way to make an envelope is this one. Oh, so we have our envelopes and our cards. So that's it. So thank you for watching the video. Do let me know what you think of it. I'll see you in the next one.